What if I told you? Some of the strongest relationships are the ones people criticize the most. What if I told you? Love doesn't fail because of age. It fails because people don't understand what real love actually requires. And what if I told you? Behind the smiles in many age gap relationships are silent battles nobody talks about. Welcome to Real Love, Real Life, the channel where we talk about real relationships, real emotions, and real situations people are afraid to discuss. If you believe love should bring peace and not confusion, type real love in the comments right now. And before we start, big shout out to K. Scott. You commented on the last video, you subscribed, and you showed support. People like you keep this community strong. I see you. I appreciate you. Keep pushing forward, and thank you for being part of this Real Love, Real Life family. Remember, everyone, I will always be giving shout-outs to subscribers who like, comment, share, stay active, and watch the videos all the way through. And for my loyal yearly subscribers, I will be giving a big shout-out and even free access to my mini course. So stay tuned. Now let's talk about something real. A 27-year-old woman fell in love with a 47-year-old man. People laughed. People judged. People whispered. They said, "She wants security. He is too old. It won't last." But what they didn't see was this. He listened to her when nobody else did. He respected her mind, not just her body. He gave her emotional safety she never experienced before. And she brought light back into his life. She reminded him how to laugh again. She made him feel alive again. Sometimes love doesn't come packaged the way society expects. Sometimes love comes as healing. One of the biggest hidden struggles in age gap relationships is outside pressure, not relationship problems. People problems, family questioning you, friends doubting you, strangers watching you. And after a while, you start asking yourself, are they right? This is why many good relationships fail, not because of the couple, but because of the noise around them. Real love requires mental strength. Another hidden struggle is being in different life phases. One person may be building. One person may already be established. One may want adventure. One may want peace. But here is the truth. Successful couples don't focus on age. They focus on alignment. Because maturity is not a number. Some 25-year-olds think like they are 50. Some 50-year-olds still think like they are 20. Age doesn't define emotional intelligence. Character does. Let me be honest with you. Many people who end up in age gap relationships are not looking for age. They are looking for peace. Sometimes they come from toxic relationships. Sometimes they come from emotional neglect. Sometimes they come from being unappreciated. That is actually part of my own story. If you haven't watched my video, How to Stop Loving the Wrong People and Finally Choose You, my true story, make sure you check it out after this video, because sometimes your heart stops choosing excitement and starts choosing safety. Another hidden struggle is fear of the future, not because love isn't real, but because reality exists. Health concerns, energy differences, long-term planning. But strong couples don't ignore reality. They communicate about it. Because love is not just butterflies. Love is also planning. Sometimes the younger partner may feel like they have less power. Maybe financially, maybe emotionally, maybe through experience. This is why communication is everything. Real love does not control. Real love does not dominate. Real love teaches. Real love supports. Real love grows together. Want to know what actually makes these relationships work? Not money, not looks, not status. 3 things: respect, communication, emotional safety. When someone feels safe with you emotionally, age becomes background noise. Peace becomes the priority. Let me say this to someone listening right now. Stop choosing people based on excitement only. Start choosing people based on how they treat your heart. Some people bring butterflies. Some people bring healing. Choose healing. Because peace is expensive, and not everyone can afford access to your heart. And if you are someone going through relationship confusion, maybe you feel stuck. Maybe you feel unheard. Maybe you just need someone to talk to. I want you to know something. You are not alone. I now offer one-on-one relationship guidance sessions. You can message me your situation through my Instagram. You send your problem, and I will send you my advice and possible solutions through a private voice message. Sometimes all people need is someone who listens without judging. Also, check out my mini course, How I Escaped the Cycle of Toxic Love, My Journey to Healing and Freedom. If you keep attracting the wrong people, this course may help you understand why and how to break the pattern. Link is in the description. Also follow my blog, TikTok, Instagram. This channel is not just videos. This is a healing community. So I want to hear from you. Do you think age matters in relationships? Comment below. And remember, I am always watching the comments. Next shout out could be you, especially if you like, comment, share, stay active, watch until the end. Loyal supporters will always be appreciated here. At the end of the day, love is not about numbers. It is about how someone treats your soul. The right person will not confuse you. They will calm you. The right person will not drain you. They will strengthen you. And the right person will never make you feel like you are too much. They will make you feel like you are finally enough. This is real love. This is real life. If this video touched you in any way, like this video. Subscribe to Real Love, Real Life. Comment your thoughts and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. And don't forget to watch my next video, How to Stop Loving the Wrong People and Finally Choose You, My True Story. Because sometimes the biggest relationship breakthrough is choosing yourself. Love does not ask your age before it enters your heart. It doesn't check your birth certificate. It doesn't ask society for permission, and it definitely doesn't care about people's opinions. But people do. This is a story about love. Real love. The kind that gets judged, tested, and misunderstood. A story about two people who found peace in each other but had to fight the silent battles that come with an age gap relationship. This is the story of Maya and Daniel. Maya was 28 years old, full of dreams, hard-working, kind, but her heart carried scars from past relationships where she gave too much and received too little. Daniel was 48, calm, mature, a man who had already fought many life battles. He wasn't perfect, but he understood something many people didn't. How to treat someone with emotional respect. They met in a simple way, not at a party, not on a dating app. They met through a conversation. One day, Maya was sitting quietly after a long, stressful day. Daniel noticed she looked overwhelmed and simply asked, "Are you okay?" Not in a flirty way, not in a curious way, but in a caring way. That simple question started everything. At first, Maya was cautious. She had learned the hard way that attention doesn't always mean good intentions. But Daniel was different. He didn't rush her. He didn't pressure her. He didn't try to impress her. He simply showed consistency. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. And slowly, Maya realized something strange. For the first time, she felt safe. Not excited, not confused, not anxious, safe. But that's when the real struggle began. Not between them, but with the world around them. When Maya told her friends, they laughed. "He's old enough to be your father. What do you really want from him? This won't last." Daniel heard comments too. "Why don't you find someone your own age?" She probably just wants stability. Be careful, young girls play games. The opinions started becoming noise, and sometimes Even strong people get tired of fighting noise. One night, Maya asked Daniel, "Do you ever worry what people think?" Daniel smiled gently and said, "People always have opinions about things they don't understand, but they don't live your life. You do." That answer stayed with her. The biggest test didn't come from strangers. It came from fear. Maya worried. What about the future? What if our life stages are too different? What if I get hurt again? Daniel had his own fears too. What if I can't give her everything she deserves? What if she outgrows me? What if society pressure breaks us? But instead of hiding their fears, they talked about them. And that is what many relationships fail to do. They chose communication over assumption. Daniel told her, "I don't promise perfection, I promise honesty." And Maya told him, "I don't need perfect, I just need real." That was their foundation, not age, truth. One day, Maya had a choice. Listen to the noise, or listen to her heart. Because she realized something important. Her past relationships had excitement, but no peace. This relationship had peace, and peace is rare. She chose peace. Not because Daniel was older, but because he was emotionally available. Not because he was established, but because he was consistent. Not because he was perfect, but because he was real. And that is when she understood something powerful. Sometimes, you don't fall in love with age. You fall in love with how someone makes your heart feel safe. The lesson they learned. Their relationship was not perfect. They had disagreements. They had doubts. They had outside pressure. But they also had respect, communication, understanding. They learned love is not proven by public approval. It is proven by private consistency. And that is something many people never understand. Moral of the story. Real love is not about age. It is about how someone treats you when nobody is watching, how they speak to you when you're vulnerable, how they show up when life gets hard. The wrong person will give you butterflies and confusion. The right person will give you peace and clarity. Choose peace. Always choose peace. To everyone watching this on Real Love, Real Life, let me tell you something from the heart. Stop letting society choose your happiness. Some people will judge your relationship but cannot maintain their own. Some people will criticize your choices but are unhappy with theirs. You cannot build your happiness on other people's opinions. If someone respects you, if someone brings you peace, if someone communicates and supports you, that matters more than age. And if you are someone struggling in relationships right now, if you feel confused, if you feel emotionally tired, if you keep loving the wrong people, I want you to know something. You deserve real love. You deserve emotional safety. You deserve peace. And sometimes the biggest step in finding the right love is healing from the wrong ones. At the end of the day, love is not about numbers. It is about connection. It is about growth. It is about choosing someone who chooses you back with consistency. This is real love. This is real life. If this story touched your heart, remember to like this video, comment your thoughts, subscribe to Real Love, Real Life, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. And remember, sometimes the greatest love story starts when you stop listening to the noise and start listening to your heart. I'll see you in the next story.